OpenAI partners with the US National Laboratories on scientific research, nuclear weapons security.
We're doing an increasing amount with the government. We just earlier this week, we launched GPT Govt, which is a version of ChatGPT specifically for US government agencies, respects security and compliance and all the things that you need to do to build a great product for the US government. We also today announced a partnership with the National Labs. So we're working with Los Alamos, Sandia, Lawrence Livermore. These are incredible groups of scientists that do fundamental physics research, they do material science research, they do research that helps safeguard the nuclear stockpile.
The announcement comes as Chinese AI company DeepSeek makes major inroads in the US tech market. OpenAI said Thursday that the US National Laboratories will be using its latest AI models for scientific research and nuclear weapons security. Under the agreement, up to 15,000 scientists working at the National Laboratories may be able to access OpenAI's reasoning-focused O1 series. OpenAI will also work with Microsoft, its lead investor, to deploy one of its models on Venado, the supercomputer at Los Alamos National Laboratories.
Kate Rooney's in DC, and she's exclusively with OpenAI's Chief Product Officer. Kate.
Good to see you. We have Kevin Wheeler here, Chief Product Officer of OpenAI. It's great to see you, Kevin. Thanks for sitting down.
Thank you for having me.
You did just get off stage and demoed some technology. I know you can't speak about exactly what you were walking lawmakers and administration folks through, but what is your message to Washington? Maybe give us the big picture takeaway from that.
Well, we've long had a policy of coming to DC and talking about how AI is evolving. We want to bring everybody along with us. These are important changes for people personally, also for our nation's economy and so on. So that's what we're here talking about. In particular, 2025 is the year that agents will become a big deal. And what we mean by that is we're going to go from ChatGPT answering questions for you to ChatGPT doing things for you in the real world.
Wow.
So we launched our first agent last week, a product called Operator, and it browses the web for you. So it can do tasks for you on the web, whether that's ordering groceries or filling out forms, the kind of things that you just want to have done for you, so you can work on more important things.
And I did talk about this Operator model this week, I believe, so check out the video in the description.
And then we talked about today a couple of other agentic products that we'll be delivering soon.
I think that adds a lot of efficiency, maybe something the Fed would start looking to. I do want to talk about the elephant in the room, which is DeepSeek. Can you share any more about what happened here with
DeepSeek? It's a big one.
And the recourse for OpenAI?
Look, I think there are a lot of legitimate and concerning questions about the origins here. And at the same time, there are a couple of novel improvements that they've made. And what it means for me is, like, my takeaway is, China is here. We knew that AI was going to be it's not just a competition between US companies, it's ultimately a competition between the US and the PRC. This is the first, big kind of salvo in that, and AI is going to transform our personal lives, it's going to transform our professional lives. I want an AI that behaves according to democratic values. I don't want an AI that behaves according to authoritarian values. So we at OpenAI, our mission is to make sure that US wins this race.
And with those...
And they're just basically talking about the censorship of DeepSeek, because it's actually from a company in China, which is a hedge fund in China, which has censorship on a sensitive topic.
IP issues. You guys have flat out accused them of basically ripping off your technology. I mean, that is the big elephant in the room, that they may have stolen some technology to get here. With that in mind, that backdrop.
Let me preface this by saying that OpenAI has accused DeepSeek of, stealing their, IP, right? But it's interesting because if you think about it, OpenAI, when it started, they basically script the entire internet. They ask for no one's permission. So they have all this information, books, libraries, content, papers. They just script the entire internet. Now we have DeepSeek, which has done largely the same thing, but now in this case, they have provided 100% discount code to the entire planet by making it open source. Let's take a listen.
What are the technological advances, and what is the cost implication for OpenAI? How does it change the way you maybe think about raising capital in the future?
Well, this wouldn't be the first time that China has gone after US IP. But for us, we're focused on building the world's most intelligent models and bringing them to people all over the world in a way that improves people's lives. And we've already, we have a new model coming soon that we've already talked about that is head and shoulders above anything that's out there today. We're focused on that. We're focused on using that to build products like agents that help people be more efficient, that help businesses operate more efficiently, that help the US grow faster, and that's our focus.
It doesn't mean you need to spend less, to be clear.
No, if anything, look, everything that we've seen over the past 10 years of building these products is that the more compute you apply, the more intelligent the model is, the more things that it can do for people. So
that is an interesting take, because the DeepSeek AI model, the company says they used $6 million to train it, which is now on par at the same capabilities as OpenAI, which, as from the chief product officer, they say that you need more compute, which means more money, more chips from Nvidia, and so on. And OpenAI spent an enormous amount of money, because if you think about it, DeepSeek only spent about 3% of what OpenAI spent, which is quite telling.
That's why we were so excited. We announced last week, we were with President Trump in the Roosevelt Room and announced this project Stargate, where we're going to put $500 billion towards energy, infrastructure, chips in the US across a range of states to help OpenAI win. And we're really excited about that. And as AI becomes more of a part of all of our lives, it's only going to be more important that we have a lot of access to compute, that we can build great products for people.
How have conversations gone with the administration around this DeepSeek issue, and then export controls? Is that something you think that would help if fewer semiconductors were getting out of the US?
Yeah, look, President Trump wants the US to win. We want the US to win. And he wants growth, and we want to help drive US growth. So there's a lot of alignment, and we're very excited to work with the administration. It's one of the reasons we're here. We're doing an increasing amount with the government. We just earlier this week, we launched GPT Govt, which is a version of ChatGPT specifically for US government agencies. It respects security and compliance and all the things that you need to do to build a great product for the US government. We also today announced a partnership with the National Labs. So we're working with Los Alamos, Sandia, Lawrence Livermore. These are incredible groups of scientists that do fundamental physics research. They do material science research. They do research that helps safeguard the nuclear stockpile. And we're going to bring them our most intelligent models to help them do their jobs in advanced science and advanced national security faster. National
security seems to be such a big theme here, and something that officials really obviously care about. What about those export controls? Semiconductors are such a big part of that. Is that something you guys have been lobbying for?
Well, if you go and look, some of what the DeepSeek CEO has said is that they wish they had more GPUs.
More compute.
And, this is why it's so important for the US to invest in infrastructure.
But remember, the export rules, which means that US is essentially has limited or banned the export of these high GPU chips to China, which is why it talks about compute, and which is why innovation. DeepSeek was more innovative in terms of using less powerful Nvidia chips or any other chips compared to OpenAI, but being able to produce a model which is at par or if not better than OpenAI. So this question about compute and cost is a very important point, because if the tables were to be leveled, right, if we had the same level playing field and DeepSeek or these companies had the same performance in terms of chips, then the whole market will be quite interesting to say the least.
We need more energy, we need more data centers, supercomputers, GPUs, because this is what drives the AI revolution. And again, this is US versus PRC, and the US needs to win.
I do want to ask you about SoftBank. I've been hearing from sources that you guys are in the middle of raising. It might not be something you can comment on, but I do need to ask you, what is the latest with SoftBank? Do you plan to raise up to $25 billion?
Well, SoftBank is an amazing partner. They were part of our announcement of Stargate with President Trump. It was President Trump, Masa, Larry Ellison, and Sam in the Roosevelt Room. So SoftBank is an incredible partner. They see the future the way we do, and we're very excited to continue our partnership there.
So I did talk about the Stargate project, which is a $500 billion AI infrastructure project that was unveiled earlier this week. Actually, last week, President Trump and Larry Ellison from Oracle, Sam Altman, and SoftBank CEO about raising capital. So this is an important piece that SoftBank also wants to raise, or OpenAI is in talks with SoftBank to raise $25 billion for more AI in advancements.
And last question on DeepSeek. All of these open source models, it seems, have really caught people's attention. If these are available to download and tweak for free, what kind of moat does OpenAI have from a technology perspective? How are you guarding against some of that competition?
Well, it's two things. One, we're about to launch some models that are meaningfully beyond the state of the art today. So that in itself, we need to keep running fast and keep our research ahead of, in particular, what's coming out of China. And then also, we don't just build models, we also build products. So we have ChatGPT that's helping people every day accomplish a huge variety of tasks. And we've got products for businesses. And so it is both increasingly intelligent models and staying ahead, and it's building great products that help people be more efficient and productive in their daily lives.
Now, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman announced the partnership at a company event called Build to Win AI Economics in Washington, D.C. Now, according to OpenAI, the partnership will involve scientists using OpenAI's technology to enhance cybersecurity, to protect U.S. power grid, and also identify new approaches to treating and preventing diseases, and deepen understanding of fundamental mathematics and physics. It also involves some work on nuclear weapons, focus on reducing the risk of nuclear war and securing nuclear materials and weapons worldwide. So if you think about it, now we have AI used in scientific research and also in nuclear weapons. And this is just all about securing the country's infrastructure. Now, earlier this week, OpenAI released ChatGPT Govt, an AI platform built specifically for the US government use, which is actually a step beyond security of regular GPT. And that's pretty much it. You heard from OpenAI's Chief Product Officer, Kevin Weil, on DeepSeek, and also on more government partnerships, US government partnerships for scientific research and nuclear research as well. This was going to be a very interesting year in terms of AI and the advancement of AI. And it did sound like at the end right there that Kevin Will or OpenAI is on the verge of releasing other models, right? Which it sounds like it's going to be a big move in the next couple of days, I hope weeks. And so that's pretty much from today's Washington updates in OpenAI and the AI advancement. If you like this video, subscribe to Data Finance 365. Until next time, see you on the next one. Peace.